The silent scream is a video available on the internet of a doctor explaining a suction abortion and then showing an ultrasound of an actual abortion, allowing us to see this procedure from a baby's perspective. A suction aspiration abortion is performed by dilating the cervix and literally sucking the child out of the womb limb by limb, and then by crushing the skull and sucking it out of the mother. The child can be seen on an ultrasound violently moving and trying to escape the abortionist tools in the womb, and from this ultrasound you can see the baby's mouth open wide in a silent scream. Abortion affects all of us. Even though most people never stop to think about it, since abortion on demand was legalized in 1973 with the Supreme Court case Roe v. Wade, which overruled state laws outlawing abortion, our country has killed more than 54 million preborn children, according to the Students for Life of America. Additionally, 347 women have died from this supposedly safe procedure, and thousands more have suffered the rest of their lives with complications from abortions, either physical or psychological. However, despite the potential risks to women, this speech should not be centered on women or women's rights. It is a human rights speech. The baby in the womb is a distinct human life. Modern medical science shows us this. It is no longer 1973. We have ultrasound technology and much more extensive knowledge. Babies are individual lives from the moment of conception, complete with their own set of unique DNA, and they should be treated with the same rights that all other Americans, starting with the right to life. There are many reasons why it is necessary to legalize abortion, many reasons why the opposing side of this argument is mistaken, and many ways we can get involved as students. Let's start by establishing why exactly abortion on demand should be outlawed. The first reason it is necessary to legalize abortion is because the baby in the womb is a distinct human life as evidenced by modern technology and medicine. According to ScienceMuseum.org, the heartbeat is visible within 4 weeks, and at the end of 8 weeks, all of the body parts are in place and the baby has her own set of unique fingerprints. The brain is rapidly growing and at this point produces about 100,000 new brain cells each minute. By the 3rd month, the baby is sensitive to pain. Additionally, there is legal precedent that says a baby in the womb is a distinct human life. In the Laci Peterson case in 2003, her husband Scott was convicted of the first-degree murder of his wife, Laci, and the second-degree murder of their unborn son. The death of this woman led Congress to pass the Unborn Victims of Violence Act, which is also known as Laci and Connor's Law. This law states that any child in utero is a legal victim and defines a child in utero as a member of the species Homo sapiens at any stage of development who is carried in the womb. Our U.S. government recognizes here that an unborn baby is a human life separate from the life of the mother, and yet refuses to protect the same baby from death by abortion. I want consistency. Many people acknowledge these points but still defend a woman's rights to kill her baby. Some say it should be a woman's choice because it is her baby and she should be able to do with it as she pleases. However, we have established that the baby is a separate person and should have the same right to life as any other American. In a way, I am pro-choice as well. In fact, I am for the choice a woman has to not have sex or to use any type of birth control. That is the time she can exercise her choice. Once there is another human life involved, there should be no choice whether or not she can kill her baby just because it is inconvenient or a burden to her. Cases of rape or incest, or cases where the mother's life is in danger, are a different matter. However, less than 1% of abortions are performed for these reasons. Most abortions are performed because of inadequate finances, problems with relationships, because the woman is not ready for responsibility, or simply because the woman's life would be changed too much. Abortion is not the answer to any of these unplanned pregnancies. Murder is never the answer. We are a new generation with ultrasound technology, and we can no longer turn our heads from this truth. Babies in the womb are human lives, and we must choose life by ending abortion on demand. We can change the way our culture views abortion by educating others on the reality of this genocide, publicly supporting the pro-life cause, and supporting alternate choices like adoption. The baby in the womb is a distinct human life. It has its own DNA from the moment of conception, a heartbeat at the end of the 1st month, and can feel pain by the end of the 3rd month. The Laci Peterson case and the Unborn Victims of Violence Act established a precedent in America for the baby to be seen as a separate person, and as such, all babies should be given our most basic American right, the right to live. As American citizens, it is our job to stand strong and speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Millions of unborn babies are being killed every year and cannot fight for themselves. We cannot leave the decision of abortion up to a 1970s judge. We are in a generation with ultrasound technology, and we can no longer turn our heads from this truth. We must choose life by ending abortion on demand. It is our duty to protect all Americans, even our youngest Americans. We are ending millions of lives that are the future of our country. As Ronald Reagan once said, "I have noticed everyone that is for abortion has already been born."